What's good, bro? What's up, guys? Welcome again to another episode of The Talk. Today we have a new guest, but before I introduce a new guest, I'm gonna just introduce us. We have
T-Rex.
and then we have
Naomi.
well, you know your boy already, Ibrahim, and our special guest for today is
Cash
Cash.
money!
Cash Money. You already know. Let's talk.
Let's get to it.
Come on now.
Talk to us, guys.
Alright.
So, colorism. Wee! What a topic, guys. Colorism. Don't get triggered, guys. We know it's a sensitive topic, but it needs to be addressed.
We might step on some foots, but it's okay.
For me, colorism or colorists is a sister to like racism. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
If you're a colorist, you are a racist.
Yeah.
Because how do you discriminate someone based on the color of their skin and give them a label like that shall be like this or you are like this because that's the color of your skin?
Yeah.
That's the same system as racism. So that's the way I look at it, and yeah, it triggers me obviously because I'm quite lighter in complexion compared to you guys. So I get a lot of those little undertones like you shouldn't talk about it because you wouldn't understand a darker person's experience, yada yada.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're here.
Yes, like she mentioned, but it's something that is really deep, and like she mentioned, it's a sister of racism, and it's huge. You know, it brings a lot out of a lot of people, and it changes people, in certain ways. But today we will definitely enlighten you guys about what steps or what it is that it actually holds and the bigger picture of colorism, and we'll go into details about that. I'd like to say a few things.
So, in essence, colorism is just the discrimination against people of a darker skin tone within the same ethnic background. Unfortunately, in the African community, there's a lot of ignorance.
Yeah.
We don't like bringing this topic up for some reason, but it's very deeply rooted in our history. We've seen it occur in it has affected a lot of our industries, the entertainment industry, the beauty industries, where we have this perception that lighter is better. Therefore, a lot of us have been pushed or coerced into changing the color of our skin. We can be like a medium brown, a dark brown, and we'll end up changing our skin into looking like Vera Siddiqua, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just terrible. There's a lot of low self-esteem, self-hatred, which we don't like to recognize.
Yeah, I think that's very deep, isn't it? Like to the point where somebody's pushed to change the color of their skin, there's something deeper within that's going on.
Yeah.
And often, some of these things, it's inspired by family sometimes. Like I've heard a lot of stories that, families push bleaching, for example, towards their kids because the insecurity within the parents that they've been brought up with, they project the same sort of maybe brainwashing that happen onto their children. So often you see that a mother or the father, one or the two, they bleach and then they push that onto their children, or the media is a big push, like a big influence.
Yeah. Just adding on to that with the media as well, a light-skinned person.
Yeah, you can't really see, dark.
You don't see a dark person, so like they're trying to portray that, hey, this is
light skin.
This light skin is the right thing, you know what I mean? There's a right way to go. If you're rich or whatever, they're like
Can't have dark skins,
Yeah, so like they kind of like shows define that our light skins are like more powerful, they're more they're just success, whereas they see dark skins as ghetto and sassy and whatnot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
For me, it's quite sad because there was an advertisement in China about beauty, right? And there was a black man who they put something in his mouth, like a detergent, and they put him in a washing machine. And he's a dark-skinned person, and he comes out as a fairer Asian guy.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just you can see the discrimination, I guess, and the dislike of the darker complex.
Yeah.
And this is embedded within the history of the organization, the Atlantic. It goes way back, but the issue is that, you know, these kind of things we know and we're aware of them, but we don't discuss them. And, you know, you see often people with, you know, like bleachers. You see like often the skin, like you'll be able to tell who's bleaching, who's not. The skin tone, there's sometimes the acne that follows with it, or sometimes they bleach the face, not the legs, vice versa. And it's just
50 Shades of Black.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Black, literally. And it's just, it was so painful to be going through such a mental, you know, I don't know what it is, a mental.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, why? Just love your skin. Like, you're
It's
beautiful
kinda hard,
the way
though.
you are.
It's kind of hard. At the end of the day, people have insecurities, and when people are pushing insecurities onto you, it's hard because the brain, unless you're really strongly like in there with yourself,
But then
you're gonna break.
it needs to start with your family as well. You know, they need
And that's
to.
the thing with the African household, we can't really say start with the family because a lot of our family members say like what we're first gen, second gen here anyways. We've educated ourselves, but our family members come from an era where light was bright, basically. That's their teaching, and they're gonna put that onto their children. There are so many people, many daughters I know. It's not really a bad thing for men, you know, to be dark skinned. But as for daughters, their mothers will push upon them, use a bleaching cream, use this skin toning cream. So it's like, it's that kind of like, you're gonna be accepted more. You're gonna find a husband more if you're a lighter skin
It's gonna be more attractive.
Yes, majority of our. I can't speak on anything because my family is different. You guys know us, we have every freaking shade. We range from the darkest to the lightest you can think of. It's a different story, but there are so many people, especially, I don't want to call out certain communities, but I'm just going to do it for this sake. Okay, there are a lot of people within the Congolese, within the Sudanese communities where parents will literally be like, nah, that's ugly, you know what I'm saying? Or they're too dark. Those are the kind of statements that people make. And like when, you know, for me as a person who's just outdoors a lot, I love the sun. If I get darker in the summer, I don't really care because it's like my skin's gonna correct itself in the winter. But for certain parents, it's like, no, don't go in the sun. You're gonna get ugly. You're gonna get darker. So it's the association of dark skin with ugly, and kind of like.
Well, for me, to be honest, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You know, regardless what color you are.
Like you.
Another thing I want to add on to that as well is you know, when I came to Australia and whatnot, so like my mother, like, she used to say, don't like hang out with dark skinned people because they're trouble and like, you know, all this stuff. And she used to be like, you gotta hang out with like, you know, people like lighter skins and stuff like that. They're less trouble.
Lighter skin is associated with success, attraction,
so
less and more maybe feminine when it comes to women, and
when it comes to women.
Darker skinned women are ghetto, quite loud, and not attractive. Like, I understand from your perspective how frustrating it is for someone to look at themselves and go,
somebody who's just been brought up
differently.
So with that, I'm not on social media, but you know, our baby sister's on social media, and there's a whole freaking Sudanese Australian thing on social media where they basically live their lives to drag down Sudanese and dark skinned women and uplift light skinned women. I'm just like, the immaturity and the lack of education for somebody to actually go out of their way to spend time, waste time, just to be like, dark skins have to pay, light skins for free, like.
That's so sad, isn't it?
It's so foolish. And they're always like, and they love associating dark skinned women with bald headedness. There's nothing wrong with being bald headed. If you can rock it. But it's like, we ain't all bald headed. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? There are so many dark skinned people with beautiful hair. There's light skinned people with beautiful hair. So it's like, bold is ugly, dark is ugly. If you're dark and bold, well, I guess.
In a sense, they have. I think they have added like a specific or structure of like how, you know, certain like
team light skin
and what like how they look and stuff.
That's the most dumbest,
dumbest thing ever.
I mean, you can be light skinned but you're ugly.
That's the thing. That's what people think. They associate every light skin
as
with beauty, and you're then like, no, that's not how it works. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If you're not attractive, you're not attractive.
I like that what you said. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Irrespective. If you're dark and you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If you're light skin and you're beautiful, you're beautiful. So it doesn't, shouldn't be associated with the color of your skin. You know how many like Nilotic like people that I look and I admire. I'm like, my God, you're a goddess from above. Like, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
But for them, because their insecurity has already been inbred into them,
Yeah.
they look at the color of another skin because they light at them. Oh my God, I wish my skin was like this. And the tragedy is that you see them the next year, they start bleaching. They're not the color they used to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're so gorgeous. I just wish your brain could eat that and say, like, you are beautiful. Like, it's really frustrating, really, for me.
I feel embarrassed, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I actually feel embarrassed seeing, like, because it's not the same. Like, your face, your legs, it's different.
Just a head up to people who bleach. Just because you bleach, it does not mean your kid will come out light skinned, yeah?
Oh my God, can we talk about that?
Can we just say that? Even if you marry a white guy, your kid is not going to come out light skin. Okay, the dominant gene is what's going to determine how dark your kid is.
Oh my God, you're
Like,
so right. You're
just
so
stop.
right.
I hate this whole, I want a light skinned baby, so I'm gonna, marry a light skin. That's not how genetics work.
Yeah.
Okay?
Melanin
Genetics
is a
is
strong
random.
one,
It's a
man.
random genetic variation gene pool. It just happens however it wants to happen. If you're gonna
God
get a
will
dark
shock
skin
you.
kid,
God will shock you, Lord. Honestly, God will shock you. If you people are here trying to disgrace that skin, God will shock you, yeah? You will marry a white man, he will come out peace
it'll come
midnight.
back.
It's good for you. Like, God teach people lesson.
Yeah,
Because we have so many things going on for us. We have colorism, we have tribalism, they're like
We have so many,
futurism.
there's so many
And it's
reasons.
like,
So
Come
many
on, bro.
avenues.
you'll never succeed
So
until you
many
let go of
layers,
all the
guys.
stupid mentalities that
We
we
need
have.
to change, guys.
So many
The
layers.
best quote I have ever heard was, I think she's from Real Housewives. She literally says, if you're gonna stand in black, stand in it in all its shades.
Amen.
Stand in it in all its shades. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you say you're pro-black.
These pro-black, these fake woke
People are
pro-black
fake woke online. You ain't pro-black if you're not standing in
They'll
every
be talking
freaking
about
single shade of black.
self-love. Kumbe, next year they are white.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I saw you last week. Last week you were different skin. This week you're another skin and you're talking about self-love? No. We need to stay. Black or dark skinned women need to get in check with themselves and realize how powerful you are, how beautiful you are. If you don't love yourself, ain't nobody gonna love you. It's simple as that.
Yeah,
Yes,
and we
sir,
also
yes,
need to
sir.
stop
Like that.
associating the Horn of Africa with light skin. Y'all need to know what is light skin, dark skin, and brown skin, okay? We have so many different tones that can range from the medium brown, orange brown, yellow brown, freaking dark brown. We even go to midnight black sometimes, the pretty people from like Angola and that. Just because you're Ethiopian, it does not mean you light skin.
We need to call out on
Yeah?
Ethiopians. We need to call out on Ethiopians.
I've been hearing so many
I'm
Ethiopians
sorry.
being called light skin for what? You darker than me, fam.
The ignorance in the black community, it's stupid. You look like idiots, man. Like, how do you not know? Oh, you know what? Let's just stay on the surface. Let's not go too deep because, man, I'm really heating up.
I just like, even yesterday, I was, the light skin one. And I was like, which one's light skin? Like, I know the person you're talking about, but they ain't light skin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
We need to know what light skin is. Light skin, I'm not even light skin. I'm brown. Don't come for me. Light skin.
this is summer tanning. Don't let her fool you. It's a summer tan. Yellow people.
No, I'm being serious. In the American strata of light skin, I am qualified as
But
a
we
brown
don't talk
skin.
about the American structure because they count biracials as light skin.
Yeah.
We don't.
So for me,
Mixed race people ain't in the light skin conversation.
okay.
A
So
light skin-
for me, you would say I'm light skin.
you are a light skinned person.
Oh my God! Wow!
Yeah, I just think it's really stupid that people associate, like you're from Ethiopia, you should be light skin, or like that stuff gotta go. Like, you people need to be educated enough. You have free education. Wikipedia.com. Wikipedia. Don't go on Wikipedia. You obviously Google Scholar.
The wokest
Wikipedia.com.
generation be the sleeping generation.
Woke generation. We sleep, man. We're in sleep and stupid, bro.
What we're doing is basically talking to the youngins. I think
Yeah.
this is like mainly, focusing on the young generation that is coming up because we are. I'm pretty old, so I'm not including me. But you guys,
I'm pretty
Oh,
aware.
yeah,
Jesus, what am I?
so I'm not part of them anymore. But
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
You guys are the
It's
next.
your generation.
It's not mine. It's not mine. It's your
It's your
your
generation.
generation, not mine.
I mean, I remember
But
I told you this
I've
generation
already-
cancelled
I've
since
kept-
4 years ago.
Nah, that's not my
4
generation.
years ago, I cancelled this generation.
You running? Why? 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 Why are you running?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we're focusing on you guys, you know.
You guys are the change makers.
Yeah.
You lot, like we are now what? We're all first generation Australian. Okay? Our next generation of people need to be people who are educated, who are woke. When I talk about woke, I don't need you fake woke to do nani and then you go bleach yourself or whatever other. I mean woke and being and standing in the shade which God gave you and standing strong in it. That's kind of work that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For black men to stand up for black, darker skinned women when they're being, brought down by other people. For that being a conversation on the table and being shut off because that's not acceptable. Like when people talk to me about, oh, you shouldn't talk about Black Lives Matter because you wouldn't understand. Because you wouldn't understand how a darker skinned person, it hurts me because first of all, I'm African. I feel like I'm more African than I'm more black than any of you people who come for me that I'm
You know
yellow
what?
or whatever.
Michael Blackson.
Yeah.
You know how like he's always talking about his skin and like all his jokes
Yeah.
are mainly about his skin color or people call
Self-deprecation.
or his nightmare, he's on the bed or like whatever, yeah. Like that has become like a thing now, you know. That I feel like when people like listen to his jokes or whatever, yeah, they just like make that a thing that when they see darker skinned people, you know, they just make those jokes because
Association,
because Michael Blackson has
It's just a matter of
you know
knowing the
normalized it.
audience.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are people who take it for what it is as a joke, and then there are people who take it to heart. So it's
Yeah.
like,
For me, I don't know about you. I know you get quite upset about this. People shouldn't be joking about the color of people's skin. They can't change who they are. Okay, they can bleach, but they can't change of who you are. You know when people are born with
hey,
scars,
even with
you
bleach,
can't
you're going
change
back
that.
to your own original
So
skin at some point.
why make somebody feel insecure about something they can't change? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like. It shouldn't get to that point.
No.
You know? You shouldn't, to be honest.
And,
It's just
and-
wrong.
Someone's gonna accept the way you are. you
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
There's no need to follow other people.
Yeah. Who you are. I feel like beauty is confidence in my eyes.
Yeah.
Beauty is confident. Honestly, you can be the most, let's not say ugly, the most unattractive person in the room, but if you carry yourself with confidence, the room moves.
What do you mean, Jay-Z? Beyonce?
You are beautiful. Me and yourself, I'll marry you. What
She's
you
lying.
mean? Yes, money.
But
Of course, money talks.
But we have to be
I'll go to
honest
Melbourne.
though. You talked about social media being like, a
It's a
big
big part,
influence.
yeah.
Like, okay, the black men, for example, Kodak Black, is that Kodak Black?
yeah.
And he talks about black, dark skinned
Oh,
women
yeah,
in a
yeah,
way
yeah.
that's so demeaning.
I don't want to date anybody my eye color.
Demonizing.
It's too dark.
Yeah, they're massive influences. You know what I mean? Like hearing that from them
Yes.
could impact so many
Of
young kids.
course.
So that's something that we really need to look at.
I
'Cause
think they love themselves, to be honest.
Yeah.
that's
None
the
of them,
thing,
of
they
course.
don't.
Of course.
None of them.
You
do.
can't love yourself if you say things like that. Because if
Yeah.
you have a black daughter, this is like, to
Lil
me,
Wayne's
like,
case.
yeah,
I
Lil
don't
Wayne's
even-
cake. You have a dark-skinned daughter and you open your gold, dirty mouth to talk about dark skin and unattractive. If I was his daughter, I'm sorry, I would just own you. Like, I wouldn't even talk to you. Like, how dare you? Like, man, yeah,
How
it makes
dare
me
you, man.
vex. Yeah, nah, I can't. I need to calm down.
Yeah. So yeah, you've heard from like all these people. From our guests for today. We really went into doing our best on like actually educating you guys about what colorism is and how it has impacted our community a lot and how we can be aware of it. There's something that you can look out for. Whenever there's a little events that are happening. Within your community, just wherever you see these kind of things, just try to like speak up
Yeah.
and do something about it. If you see your sister or brother trying to like downgrade your sister, for example, for being dark or something, just say hello. Hey, educate them sometimes. Don't be violent. Don't.
Yeah,
I'm not
another
telling you
thing
to
I
be
want to
violent.
say is
Don't be violent.
we have no reason to still be in ignorance and stupor.
Yeah.
We have access to everything that is educational, uplifting, whatever. See, you should gravitate yourself towards something that's motivational for you, that inspires you. Someone who brings down and demonizes you and says, dark-skinned people are like this. Why are you still following them? And what's good is that doing for your mental health? This is the kind of thing, when you start growing up, you need to start filtering. This is not serving me, I'm walking away. This person said this to me, maybe I shouldn't even be associating myself with them because that's who they are. We need to start cutting off the negative energies.
When people reject you for your skin color, please just say it's a blessing from God because that person is in my
Brother, say thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah. Because I don't understand. The color of someone's skin, how does that determine anything? Are people not seeing darker skinned women like successful? Like, I don't understand. What's someone's color skin associating with them? Like, what does that have to do with the
personality? We always say, we love people for their personality.
Lies. These people, everyone
But
that says
I
that.
won't date a dark skin
Liars.
person.
Expose them.
And date this.
Liars.
Shame the devil.
They lie.
Expose
That's
them.
a fire.
Why do you lie? Why?
Anyone who comes to you guys and says, I like black women but darker skin, shame the devil, expose them, shut them down. This is the kind of
If
conversation.
anybody just has a
shut
preference
them
for
down.
one color, just don't do it, honestly.
Yeah. It's just portraying their own self-hate
Yeah.
and insecurity onto you, and whatever they're feeling, they're trying to make you feel the same. So, look, you're a blessing from God.
On the other hand as well, we're not stepping on light skins as well. We're just speaking from what, we have seen.
There's nothing to say about light skin. You see, they don't really get much.
Yeah.
Colorism is nothing to do with them in that sense, about comparison.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is
That is-
when people have become insecure
Yeah.
and then they're attacking
Yeah.
lighter
Yeah.
skin.
Oh, can I just say something else?
That's
before
what
this
I
video?
hate too as well. It's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
So just because you're being bullied, it doesn't mean you become the bully.
Yeah.
That's not how life should work, okay?
Can I just say something? I hate that darker skinned men call light skinned men gay.
Yep.
I hate it. And soft. Mate, just because you hate yourself doesn't mean I like skin. Give me light skin any day. Give me dark skin any day. As long as I like them, the personality done. Your self-hate, I put that in a bin. Thunder fire, any light skin, come my way. Any dark skin, come my way. What nonsense.
I know, right?
Hey,
Forest Chestnut.
She's
Keep
ready.
proud.
Just to conclude everything, you've heard it from the champions, the new guests.
Champions of what?
The champions, so you already know what it is. It's a talk. You've been very great just for listening. By the way, every time you log in and watch our videos,
Don't forget to
Hey,
like,
don't forget,
guys.
what are your thoughts, to be honest?
Yeah, we want to know.
say something,
I
brother.
know.
Say something. We want to
Give
hear
us a
from you
thumb
guys.
up
you know?
too.
Because it takes one to say something, and it takes another to actually respond to it.
Oh, amen.
Think
Preacher,
about it.
preacher. You've
Let it-
been on the talk, guys.
Let it sink, brother. Let it sink. All right, we're done.